What is going on, guys? Welcome to Fightful Overbooks Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. It is Friday, October 4th, and we are so glad you are here because we got a lot to talk about. So much to talk about. We got, well, I almost said AEW, but we got WWE Bad Blood Predictions. We have to talk a little bit about the new AEW TV rights deal. We have our guy returning tonight, AJ Styles. We have to talk about the Dynamite that was stacked, and so much more. But as I start every show, Maggie, how you doing?
Like any Friday, I just want to go to bed. I like this show is probably the highlight of my day every week because I do not sleep ever before work on a Friday. Every Friday I work the day shift, but this week has been especially, giddy for me because some of you may know and others may not. Our friend Supi is visiting me to my hometown and my country. He's gonna leave for Sofia in a couple of days, but I'm doing my best to show him around. And what I saw from the last 2 days, he does not need help. Guy just walks everywhere and just fucking gets up at fucking 5:30 in the morning. I'm sorry for swearing a minute in.
Hey, we're fine, so it's all good.
And he's climbing hills in order to watch the sunrise and everything. And I'm like, why weren't you sleeping? I mean, just so Wednesday I really wanted to make him climb one of our highest hills in order for him to see a huge ass monument on that hill. And I won't lie, at the beginning, I was a bit cocky and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna climb the hill and like make him see just how tiring this is. No, like Mark almost skipped to the top while I was fucking dying, man. Like like I haven't
Yeah.
climbed that hill for like about 20 years and I've forgotten just how hard it was. If you live in Plovdiv and just do this a lot, it may be nothing for you. Just a lot of stairs, okay? A lot of stairs. And if you're breathing correctly, not like me, you probably won't be, coughing up a lung like I was. But like, no, he had zero problem, man. Like he was skipping. He's like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And everything is just Jesus. I'm extremely jealous of Mark and his, stamina and everything. But yeah, he looks like he's enjoying himself.
Good.
But because I don't think he wants to tell me anything, because every time I say to him, "Do you want to do this or this or that or that, or we can eat this and this," and he's just whatever, and I'm like, "Can you fucking have an opinion, please? Please just have a fucking opinion." Just so
I
I'm
think we're at
fucking crazier, okay?
okay. We're at six. I think we're at six f bombs already, so that's good.
Sorry. I mean, Soupy's in the chat here, so like he can say, yeah.
Is
So
he
that's
okay?
like, yeah, yeah. He's Mark Andre. That's his
Oh,
other,
okay. I'm not used to seeing that.
yeah, yeah. That's his other profile.
I
So
gotcha.
6 or 7 f bombs in, for 4 minutes. That's
Yeah.
probably,
Yeah,
probably.
I think we do have a super chat. We might as well get to that. From our good friend Ryan Sullivan. I hope you two got your cut of the WBD to Warner Brothers. Yeah,
Well,
because we get paid by
we're on
Tony. So
overbooked. We're on
yeah.
overbooked, so we don't matter. So like everyone that's on the main Fightful channel, you can ask them, Ryan. Thank you for the super chat, sweetie. We appreciate you a lot. So hi guys, this is a wrestling show. Hi, thank you for joining us on your wonderful Friday nights, mornings, afternoons, or whatever. I don't care. Thank you for joining us. I just want to go to bed, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Please leave a like on the video. This is the best way you can support us. If you want to support us via your wallets and your money, please send us a super chat. It's the bottom of the live YouTube chat, the little dollar sign. All donations will be read on the air. If you want to share your thoughts about something, if you just want to share, some life stories, so I can, tell you what to do and everything. I do have a psychology degree, so I can probably make your life worse. And if you're watching on other platforms, you can send a humper chat at humperchat.com. It does make us keep a little bit more of the money, so it helps us a lot. Last but definitely not least, please subscribe to Fightful Select. It is the best dollars in the business. It will get you a lot of news, a lot of amazing, amazing podcasts. Please subscribe
Right.
to over youtube.com/Fightful. Also, let's get into this.
Alrighty.
Where do you
Well,
want us
Maggie,
to start?
tomorrow, WWE Bad Blood taking place in Atlanta, Georgia. We have a big show going on. Well, only 5 matches, but I guess that's the new norm for WWE pay-per-views.
Yes, also no black people.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
that's the way it's been
no
going
single
lately, huh?
matches for black people also.
Yeah, that's the way they're doing it. Unfortunately, lately they haven't booked anything. Hopefully, WWE somebody talks some sense into them to focus on getting more matches
Hmm.
going, because five, I mean, I get why they do 5 matches to an extent, but when you have a roster that big and you have a show that long, we don't need the same commercial for like during the pay-per-view like multiple times. I mean, they need
Yeah.
more matches. I There's no reason why they don't do 6 or 7. Even if they need to do the pre-show like match, do a pre-show match, do something, just add. I mean, and now so there's not so it's not out of context. Just for people that don't know, they're um uh, basically the a lot of people have been bringing it up that WWE has not put a focus, or not even focus. They haven't put any talent of, well, any African Americans or anybody of basically color, like from a male perspective, they haven't really put anybody um
Yeah, we are
like in
talking
matches.
about male competitors, because of course Nia
Yeah,
Jax is on the card.
yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, I should have phrased that better. But hopefully, it's something that. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to. Yeah, no, it's. I see like people say Nia Jax. Yeah, we're talking from the male, like male. So it's just one of those things where um a lot of people are not cool with it, and I get it. There's, I mean, I think Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade would have been a perfect match, like for
Awesome,
this
man.
card.
What an
Two been just
awesome,
absolutely
awesome
killing
match.
each other,
Yes,
and there's no
absolutely.
reason why they didn't do a triple threat match like for that U.S. title.
Exactly. Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus LA Knight would have been an incredible addition to this show. And Carmelo Hayes, like what they've been doing in giving them the ball and make them run with it, between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, they've been putting on slappers on SmackDown. I've adored everything that they've done. And
Oh yeah.
yes, for them to put this match on the card would have made a huge difference. And it would probably make people pay attention to Carmelo Hayes even more. A bit more, because I may be extremely biased here, but because I love Carmelo Hayes so much, I kind of feel like they've been a bit behind, They're obviously not, because they're giving him and Andrade, the time to shine on SmackDown. Obviously, they have a plan for whatever, what's in the future for Carmelo Hayes. But like a huge Carmelo Hayes fan, I just want more. That's it. Yes.
All right. Well, let's get into our Bad Blood predictions. Like I said, Bad Blood taking place at the State Farm Arena tomorrow in Atlanta, Georgia. Special start time of 7 p.m., I believe. Yeah, 7 p.m., which is, it's normally an 8 p.m. start, but kind of odd they're going with the early show. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to our first match. Let's just go with this one for our first match here. Finn Balor taking on Damian Priest. This match, we already know that there's. Okay, so one thing's a given. We already know that Dominik, JD, and Carlito will be involved in this match because they get involved in every match. So we already know that. My question to you, Maggie, is, well, it's pretty much a prediction. Who do you got winning this and why?
Well, listen, the way they made us think that the Judgment Day were up to something this week, right? Because of the phone call and Liv and Dominik, having the conversation in front of that lowrider where they're basically pretty much selling now, the lowrider.
By the way, yeah, it's 6 p.m. Eastern, not 7.
Okay.
So
Okay. So I have a question for everyone in the chat. Is Rob cutting out for you guys, or am I cutting out? Do you have any technical difficulties? Because this is important for us. Because I hear Rob really glitchy. And I just want to know if, the rest of you guys hear him that way. It's so yeah. So what was I about to say?
I just wanted
Yes.
to put this on here because it makes a good point. Delayed Grat says, I guess Swerve Strickland's recent run plus WWE's overpaid comments about him kind of made folks compare what WWE was doing with black male talents. I think you hit it right on the head there. Perfectly said. So
Okay.
everybody says they can. Okay, so both of you sound fine. I hear you guys fine. Corey says
okay. That is
crispy bag of chips.
What I did not.
He says I sound like he's in a crispy bag of chips in certain parts.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I meant. That that you're often a bit glitchy, but like that's fine.
Okay.
Let's just move on. Let's just
Anyways, let's go to the match again.
Yeah, let's go to the match.
I feel like Doug and Up, like sometimes. Have you seen Up?
I have. No, wait, no. I haven't. I haven't seen Up. I guess I'm supposed to, because right now I can see comments. What, you haven't watched it? Okay, so wrestling.
Okay,
Yes. So this, they had a certain conversation on the phone in front of the lowrider that they're selling right now, and they're making profits out of. Apparently, they heard me last week when I said that the lowrider made me laugh at the beginning of Raw. Kudos to WWE about that. So, yeah, they were being sneaky. They were planning something. Liv said that Finn Balor was taking care of something, and that's why he wasn't there. So they're up to something. And because this week I was on True Heel Heat's prediction show for Bad Blood, and with Robert DeFelice and SP3, I adore these two people. I've been on a screen with Robert DeFelice a few times, and I love it every time. So they had some interesting points here. And solely because of this phone conversation, I'm going to pick Finn, because, spoilers, I do have Judgment Day having a clean sweep here. Because at this point, the only person that Damian Priest has is Rhea Ripley, correct?
Yeah.
And the Judgment Day are at their full force right now. So a lot of people also are saying that they've had their fair share of Judgment Day, and the only way they can make themselves be over is to have some new additions, or shake things up. Robert DeFelice did ask a really important question: what is Carlito doing there? And that is, if I have to be honest, that's a perfectly fine question. What is Carlito doing that apart from eating apples in the ring? Like, that is, like, seriously. Yeah, so I do have Finn Balor winning here. Shenanigans are gonna shenan, And yes,
It's just yeah.
um, I because I don't know if you noticed, but we had no clean finish on this week's Raw.
Huh. No, I
Not
wasn't
even
thinking of
one.
that.
Not even one. Because like
Hmm.
Woods and Rey Mysterio finished with the pulling of the mask. Lyra versus Zoe, distraction by Sonya and Shayna. LWO versus Judgment Day, Finn gets involved when Liv distracted the ref. Gable versus Kofi had that Woods pulling of the leg thing.
Yeah.
And Truth versus AOP, Truth heel turn on Truth, and he just left. By the way, Miz was the legal person in that match, just FYI, and Truth got pinned.
Yeah.
Just saying. And then Bronson Reed versus Strowman, like that's a weird match in
Mhm.
itself. Seth got involved, curb stomp Reed on the steps.
Wasn't the
Zero
match
clean
over though?
finishes.
Or no, it wasn't, was it?
I don't remember, but like
I think the match was over.
either
Okay, but I
way.
get you. There's
There's
shenanigans.
no clean finishes on this week's
Yeah.
Raw. Yes.
And if you need a
Yeah.
clean
So
finish, use Blue Chew code Fightful. Or if you don't
your
want a
finish,
clean
no, your
clean
finish will
finish.
not be clean because it's
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
at least from what I can remember.
yeah.
Okay, so moving on. What do
Yeah.
you think about this match?
Well, I think it's been a long time for me too, but I don't. Oh,
Let's
you're
move
talking
on
about
with
wrestling. Gotcha.
no,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, I think this is the case here is, um, because it's the same old, same old. I I believe I believe that Judgment Day is going to get the win. However, I think, I mean, I'm kind of skipping ahead here, so I guess that's the match we should do next. But I think Finn Balor's going to win. However,
Okay.
since we're going into the next match now with Liv versus
Yes,
Rhea
thank you.
Ripley for the women's title, I don't see Rhea winning this title. I
Because
see shenanigans here involved too.
what's
But
shenanigans?
what's like coming into mind is I don't really know if they want to do two of those in one night, but I mean but it is Judgment Day's like MO, like to do
Hmm.
that, to not win matches clean. So I'm very curious to see how they do this. Um, nice. But as you're playing with that, I'm like looking at this too.
Yes, thank you. Look how sweet it is.
Yep,
Hmm.
yep, there you go.
Well,
Showed a photo of Eddie or the lowrider that you can get at I think Target, maybe
yes.
Walmart, one of the two.
Well, the shenanigans Rob is probably talking about is that I think I know what that phone call was. I think Finn Balor was out to get Raquel Rodriguez. And I think, yes, also people in the chat are mentioning Raquel. I just hope that she's healthy and ready to go. Because if she's not, I would like her to,
Hmm.
spend some time. Yes. But like,
That's
I
why
do
that name
feel
was
like,
floating around. I was trying to figure out why that I saw that name float around, but I didn't see it with Judgment Day. So
yeah, it is with Judgment Day. It is with Judgment Day.
that makes sense.
So, yeah, because she has that thing with Rhea. She also has that thing with Liv, but she can side with Liv.
Yeah, throw in your predictions here too. We always like hearing those. Delayed Grat says, I predict Damian will beat Finn despite shenanigans, but Rhea will lose. So, see, I see that happening more, but part of me thinks Finn will still get this victory here.
Yeah, because like I need desperately for them to prove to everyone watching Raw, WWE as a whole, that Finn Balor is a force to be reckoned with. Because I don't feel he is right now, but I believe he is because we've been watching Prince Devitt on New Japan, like we watched Finn Balor, the Demon Finn Balor in NXT, and then on the main roster, he was cursed right from the beginning when he hurt his arm from the
Yeah,
Seth Rollins
shoulder.
match.
Yeah, arm or shoulder.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
shoulder. Yes, when he was the first ever Universal Champion and then he had to relinquish that title, he was cursed right from the get go. I mean, I don't know if people remember this, but on his very first night on Raw, he beat Roman Reigns. Like, that's how much faith they had in the guy, and just everything came crumbling down. He went back to NXT. He had some bangers there, but like the fact that he's been in the Judgment Day this entire time, and Judgment Day have been the thing that's been running Raw, that's kind of good, because if you wanted to or not, you got Finn Balor shoved down your throat. But give Finn Balor
people
some
want that.
wins. Yes, I know. What were we talking about? No, I know.
Yeah.
So I'm give Finn Balor some wins, because I feel like he's losing all the time, and I fucking hate that. So please, yes, I do see, like, Rhea will not win. In my eyes, I have zero doubt that Liv Morgan will retain her championship. But if Judgment Day are gonna lose one match, is gonna be the Finn Balor match, probably. Where do you stand on that?
Yeah, I agree with you like 100% there. It's just the way I see it, you know. So I think Rhea's gonna lose, and I wasn't until you brought it up. I wasn't really picturing Raquel Rodriguez. Now it makes perfect sense. So we'll just have to see if that happens.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, we go to our third match here. We will go with let's go with this one. Let's go with Bayley challenging for Nia Jax women's title for the WWE. I can't remember what they call this one. It always confuses me now since they changed the names. But yeah, Nia Jax, I think will be retaining here.
Yes, she will be retaining. I do have some excitement in this match. I predict some excitement, I should say, but I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. I haven't read anything. I'm just going out of my hunch. So Nia Jax is fighting Bayley, and at that time, Tiffany Stratton comes out, and she makes everyone think that she's going to cash in, whilst in reality she's out to help Nia Jax. And then Naomi comes out to even the odds, but what she ends up doing is turning on Bayley, and Nia Jax wins. Bayley gets out of the title picture just so she can, do her thing with Naomi. Hopefully Naomi, they give her something, because Naomi as a face, I don't know, like, we've seen what Naomi can do. Like, she was, knockouts champion in TNA before she came back to WWE. It has been clicking for me, like, whatsoever. And we know that Charlotte is gonna come back soon. She is. And probably beat Nia Jax, and then you can have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you think?
See, I like Soupy's idea here, but I don't like Tiffany cashing in. I don't like. I
See,
mean,
yeah,
I want Chelsea Green because I'm a big fan of hers. I think she'd be great,
everyone wants Chelsea
yeah.
Green. Come on.
Yeah, oh man, she's gonna get that huge pop though. She has to be part of this card here.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I think Nia wins. Now, what I could see happening here, there's a potential. What we could see potentially is I can see Naomi turning on Bayley, but I can also see like after she does that, you'll see like Nia smiling or something, and then Naomi hits her too, and that lets Tiffany cash in.
I
She
wouldn't
doesn't care.
mind, but I don't think Tiffany, Jesus, I don't think Tiffany is cashing in at Bad Blood because it's Atlanta. Ew.
Yeah. Ew. Ew. Yeah.
Ew.
Hmm. Yeah, it's great.
She's not
So we
cashing
both
in
have.
Atlanta.
So we both have Nia. It sounds like
Naya, yeah.
Nia. All right. Well, everybody's reporting that the Bloodline versus Cody and Roman is going to be main eventing.
That's
So,
fucking stupid. Seriously?
yeah, that's what I've seen it like numerous places now. But so we'll just say that's main eventing for now. Let's go ahead and go to our main event, I believe.
Yes.
Drew McIntyre taking on CM Punk. Hopefully this
Bunk?
is. Yeah, I said CM Punk. Hopefully this is it for quite a while between these two. For the love of God, please let it be the end for a long time. But CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Hell in a Cell. CM Punk says this is going to be a hell of a match, no pun intended, and he has a lot to prove. He believes. So I know he needs to have a good match. I hope he has
He
a good
needs to.
match. So I think CM Punk gets the win here.
Okay.
What do you think?
So I do think CM Punk is winning the match. I think that he's winning that whole feud. What they said, because like, okay, so this week on Raw, Adam Pearce went into the Hell in a Cell, and like they got the hell there just for the sake of showing us that it's not red anymore. And that's because like it had nothing to do with the segment. They could have had that entire segment in just a plain wrestling ring. That is it. It like the cell played nothing in this segment. So I love this because like they said, like they exchanged a lot of stuff toward each other. Drew said that he has a lot of respect for AJ Lee, and that is why he's dressed in black. Because like she's gonna mourn CM Punk, and then she's gonna have to feed him because he's gonna leave him, that beat up. He also said that Punk himself taught him how to hate. And then Punk said that he had nothing to say to a son of a bitch like Drew. And then he continued speaking for 15 minutes, which was the worst thing ever. And I'm like, okay, so don't lie to us, Punk. Please don't lie to us. Yeah, this was a wonderful exchange. CM Punk said that he was gonna um send Drew McIntyre back to Scotland in a box, and that from now on Drew McIntyre was gonna pray to CM Punk, not to a god, not to anyone else, to CM Punk himself. Yeah, they are gonna bleed. Both of them are gonna bleed. Who's gonna bleed first? Probably Punk. So, I do predict Punk winning here. I enjoy this feud so much more when it's not about a stupid bracelet, and I can understand why people are puzzled that many are not understanding the bracelet thing. What I didn't understand was why the bracelet meant so much to Punk that he stopped himself from winning a match just in order to get the bracelet back from Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins himself is a sneaky bastard because he had 15 million pockets on his pants when he was special guest referee, and he chose to put that bracelet on his hand and not in one of those pockets. So he fucking knew what he was doing, okay? That's why I love Seth so much. So much. I'm so happy that Seth's back. Yeah, so Punk. If Drew McIntyre wins this match, I think that the feud isn't going to be over. So that's why I predict Punk.
God.
Yeah. I know I've been in love with this feud, but please let it end. Like this is a wonderful farewell to the feud itself. And I cannot believe that it's not gonna main event.
Yeah.
Like seriously, because SP3, Robert DeFelice, and I all thought that the Bloodline one match was going to open up the event.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell match for me needs to be the main event. I mean, they've done nothing about the other matches to make them so important as the Hell in a Cell match, and the match that we're about to speak of is a match with Roman Reigns in it. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to the main event here. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns taking on the Bloodlines, Solo Sikoa, and Jacob Fatu. This is going to be an interesting one.
Really?
I think. Yeah, I don't know if you knew this or not, but I'm breaking some news here. Yeah, it's going to be a big match. So there you go. I'm breaking that news right here.
Okay, so The Rock is gonna show up.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw the reports, but
I've been at work all day.
Okay, well, anybody that doesn't want to hear this, I'll give them like 5 to 10 seconds to turn down because it's. I don't
Okay,
know.
here's the thing. I will have my arms like this when we finish talking, just so you can guys
Okay.
unmute. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now I'll say it. So basically, it just came out a few minutes ago that The Rock is in Georgia for a high school football game tonight.
Okay.
So he's in Georgia. He's not
Okay.
far from where the
Maybe
event is
he's
taking place.
there to slap Steven Jensen in the face.
I hope not. Steven's a good guy.
I love Steven. I'm just messing.
But I think we will see him tomorrow. And I think it's going to set up Survivor Series. I think that's why it's main eventing.
Okay, so we can stop talking about it now.
Yeah, and you got to do your arm thing. There you go.
Oh, so you can guys, start listening again. Okay, so, yeah, this scenario, if right from the get-go, this is something that SP3 and Robert and I discussed on the prediction show, that there's only one way this could be the main event, and you just said it. Like, this is if the show starts and they say that this is the main event, I'm gonna have some expectations. This is exactly what I said. If this is the main event, I'm gonna have some expectations. That's all I'm gonna say. But right now, I must say, I don't give a fuck about this match, man. Like, I do not care whatsoever. I mean, they did made some friction on the air between Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. Because what I thought was going to happen was that Solo Sikoa would pin Cody Rhodes because, Girls of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tangaloa would be all around, the ring while the match is happening. So in order for them to even the odds, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton were going to be there. But because they hate Roman Reigns so much, because they've made this into a thing, Kevin Owens doesn't trust Cody. Orton needs an explanation from Cody why he's teaming up with Roman Reigns and everything. They've been doing this on SmackDown. They've been doing a really good job. And what I wanted to see was right before Cody Rhodes makes a tag to Roman Reigns, and they're expecting a hot tag because the entire audience is chanting, "We want Cody." And at that moment, Cody, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens pull Roman Reigns from the apron and they beat him up. Yeah, this is something that has been, boiling up in my mind. And Cody's like, why? And then he gets distracted and Solo Sikoa pins the guy. It could be Jacob Fatu also. But I do want for Cody Rhodes to be the one getting pinned because it's going to piss off everyone in Atlanta and I'm here for it.
I think this is what I think here. I don't think Kevin Owens is turning. I think it's Randy Orton that's going to turn.
Yeah, of course, everyone's expecting for Randy Orton, but Kevin Owens could be, the one with the torn mentality, like he wants to do good, but like he's also listening to Randy Orton because he's his tag partner, and
Yeah.
Orton can be alone the one to beat up Roman Reigns, and Kevin Owens can only be like what, and then just leave and have nothing to do with that. But
So
yeah,
Clown here makes a good point, but I'm gonna say why. He goes, Cody gets taken out at the start of the show by a mystery attacker. Rest of the night, it seems like Roman will go at it alone, and Jimmy makes the
to
save.
save.
Bad bloodline still wins. I would say that's a good idea. However, with them being in Atlanta, I don't see that
Yeah,
happening at all.
Cody needs to be in front of that crowd.
Yeah.
Like if this was a Raw match, this was exactly what they
hmm
were supposed to do. Kudos
And
to
I
that. But like,
I don't know if Jimmy's, because what I was gonna say now, what I think is gonna happen is I think The Rock gets involved in this match, and I think he causes them to lose, like showing the grand plan that he's gonna have an issue with Roman, and I think this is setting up for Survivor Series, the bloodline, the OG bloodline, the original bloodline,
mm-hmm.
taking on the Rock's bloodline. That's what I think's gonna happen, but we don't know, and we know that I suck at predictions, so we'll see. So, but we both well, okay. So I agree. Solo's gonna get the pin here, and it's gonna be Cody Rhodes who gets pinned because they're not gonna pin Roman, and they're not gonna do a double count out, so or disqualification. So
I don't know. Like I'm interested in the outcome of the match, but the match itself, might just because again, guys, I don't know if you're tired of me saying this, but this is a Saturday night pay-per-view, and I fucking hate those. So I might just watch this at double speed just so I can, you know, get over with it and just go to work on Sunday morning. That's
yeah. Well, you have another
so that's
Saturday pay-per-view of the week after.
yes,
Okay.
we do. I
Yeah.
fucking hate that too.
So we'll see. I mean, and that's a good point too, Sean. Why can't they win? They definitely can. I mean, that is a good point. They can get the win, and
Oh yeah,
um,
absolutely. Like we're not saying who we want to win. We're saying who we predict to win.
yeah,
That's
yeah. I mean, I
that
could
is.
totally see them doing it, and then we see The Rock come out, and then
I just want to know what The Rock handed to Cody.
um, I was
I
gonna,
I, I
I
just
don't
want to
know.
know what he gave the guy and what he meant by "never break my heart again." Okay, I just need to know that. Like, I don't want this to become, one of the greatest mysteries in wrestling, part 8. I don't want that. Just no. So that's
All
Bad
right,
Blood, right?
yeah, that's Bad Blood.
Yes.
So we're gonna kind of do something we don't normally do um, right after our pay-per-view prediction show, or pay-per-view predictions rather. We're gonna just go ahead and go right into Cooper Effect. So let's do this. So today I'm doing the Cooper Effect, which is not normal. I know because Meg usually takes care of this, but this one
Let's
has somewhat
let's
of a
witness a car crash.
yeah. That's pretty much what's gonna happen. Anyways, I'm doing this one because it actually is close to home for me. I mean, literally, it's kind of close to home. It's about my favorite hockey team, the Minnesota Wild, and what they are doing. They have adopted a pet named Rookie, and what they are doing is they announced they adopted this 4-month Labrador Retriever mix rescue dog from a rescue called Coco's Heart Dog Rescue. So they put it for a 1-year training contract. Rookie will be raised to become a future service dog, and will join the Minnesota Wild as part of the team's Adopt a Dog program. Um, their mission is basically to give, um, like to let someone adopt a pet to a local hero or a hero like of their own. So basically, they like to make sure this animal goes to a discharged veteran, police officers or firefighters. So this is the seventh time the Minnesota Wild have done this. It's um, the company that pays for it, or it's basically a nonprofit from a company called Soldier Six, and six is basically backup, is what the six means I got your back. But
Look at its
they,
size. Look at
yeah,
its size.
they're doing this. It's really cool that they're doing something just like I think it's awesome. This is one of their older ones that they had, uh, Golden Retriever, and it's at the games. I've seen like one of their other ones at a game. It's really cool that they do this. So that's Nordy, the mascot. Just in case you guys wanted to know who that was. I have a picture of me and Nordy somewhere. I should put that up somewhere. Yep.
Yeah.
And then this, I love this picture, so I had to include it. Yeah, it's amazing. But I think it's really cool that they do that. And hockey season's approaching here in North America. So it's just, I thought it was a good story. And Maggie and I will always go with the pet stories first because we like
Yeah,
pets more than people,
we do. We do.
for the most part. Well,
Yes.
pretty much all the time. But
All
yeah,
the time.
I just thought it was pretty cool. And I wanted to share that story. So the fact that they basically pay for the training and everything like that, and then after a year they give it to someone that is in need of a service dog, and yeah, it's really cool that they do that, and all dogs are awesome. So yeah,
Yes, they are.
all right, Maggie. So there was a AEW Dynamite had some matches on their show.
Yeah,
Pretty
right before
big ones.
they announced that huge deal with WBD.
Yeah, yeah. AEW and Warner Bros. Discovery, they are going to be sticking around for a while. AEW has signed a deal that Fightful and WrestleVote reported was 185 million. Variety updated their report today to match the 185, so that's pretty cool to see that they did that because that means
Yes.
they were basically told that hey, these guys are right. So 185 million dollars. So we will see AEW stay on TBS, TNT, and occasionally it sounds like they might be on True or like one of the other channels. And this does not include the potential deal with Fox, if there is one. There's some ramblings on what they can do. There's some ramblings that they can only be on Fox's normal, like Fox's broadcast channel. They can't be on any other cable. There's
Hmm.
conflicting reports of that. I think more of that will be coming out soon. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see if they do that. I think if they do go to Fox, they will do I think they will do a Friday night show eventually, but it's not going to be during the college football season. Is what I think is going to happen. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, because SmackDown is going away from Fox. But one of the huge things that happened from this very WBD deal was that Dynamite and pay-per-views will be streaming simultaneously on Max,
Yeah.
uh, which I was extremely happy to hear that they were working on that. For me to realize that this does not include Europe, and I'm like, fucking why? I'm so sick and tired of this bullshit, man. Netflix, the same. Like, raw Netflix. Oh, yeah, not for Europe.
Well, some
And I'm like,
places.
yeah, some places, but like, okay, listen to me. Bulgaria is a really poor country, okay? I make $500 a month, roughly. I do not fucking have money for subscriptions, okay? The only reason a huge amount of Bulgarians have Max is because it is included in our mobile phone deal. You know, the monthly thing that we pay for our phones. This is the only reason. And I don't know if you guys still have that, but Netflix here are charging extra for your better picture quality
Yeah.
for your streaming. And that's fucking ridiculous because like who does that? Like it's
Pretty much everybody. I mean,
no, like
here they do
Prime
like
doesn't do
here they do
that.
it for like the commercials. Well, I know Netflix here. Like if you want, I believe Netflix does it. I haven't paid attention to my damn bills at all. I should probably look at those instead of just paying them.
Netflix charges more money if you want a better quality for your picture. And that's fucking bugging the hell out of me because why would you do that? It's just this is just fucking puzzling to me. And I'm kind of mad because I understand, oh, you're in Europe, you can get you can get with like, oh my god, what was it, a fight, you can get fight, and I'm like, yeah, okay, but do you know what that does? You get fight, and then you have to subscribe to AEW Plus, which is another subscription, and I'm not fucking doing that. Okay, I already have a subscription which has to fucking pay for it. And if one more person, I swear to fucking God, if one more person says, nordvpn.com/fightful, if one more person says that, I will lose my fucking marbles, okay? Just stop it. Okay?
Not gonna say it.
Let's not do that. This is the exact same thing as like a year ago, Joel Pearl was shopping for a new mattress. And he was like, hey, can you have, do you have any recommendations for a mattress? And a lot of people like helix.com/fightful. So
Yeah.
please don't do that to me. Please. I know how Joel felt. Okay? Just don't let's move along from here. It's just bugging me. I already have HBO Max and I will not be getting AEW. I get if they want to make people pay extra for pay-per-views. I get that, and that's totally normal. But like, I should be. Do you fucking know why? Because like, in the rest of the world, okay, take WWE for instance. The rest of the world, which we exist, by the way, you Americans, because it looks as though you just don't give a fuck. Yeah, where's Ryan when you need him?
Yeah.
So, hi, it is us, the rest of the world. And if we want to watch legally AEW, WWE, and we have the network, correct? Because like we get the WWE network outside of, the States. So we only get the pay-per-views. We have nowhere to fucking watch Raw or NXT or fucking SmackDown. So what do you do? What do you do, Rob? What do you do? Where do you fucking watch that? And you're like, oh, where they have a subscription on Netflix that's beginning at at the start of January 2025. Oh, goody. No, wrong. No, you don't get to do that because who gives a fuck about the rest of the world? Okay, it might as well just doesn't exist. It's fucking pissing me off. What are we supposed to talk to now? AEW Dynamite? Oh yeah, 5-year anniversary.
Yeah, 5-year anniversary.
I'm
some
so
big
mad.
matches.
I'm so mad.
Yeah. Well, you had some big matches. You had Okada taking on Mr. Bryan Danielson. You also had Will Ospreay versus a guy named Ricochet. And
what do you think of that match? Like, because it kind of opened up Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that really opened Dynamite was the incredible video from the BCC. It was shot in such a wonderful way, and I can't wait to see what else they do. And I just feel like because let's go ahead and talk about that. The wonderful match between Bryan Danielson and Kazuchika Okada. A lot of back and forth. I would have preferred it if this was not a TV match because I got distracted by the commercials. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I had no problem with the 20-minute rule about the Continental Championship. I had no problem with that. So the 20 minutes went by, but the match continues and it's only for the AEW Championship after that. So what happened was Claudio and Pac were on the opposite ends of the crowd and they were just lurking. And the wrong person got distracted. This was Okada. So Brian Danielson won with like, wait a minute, what do you call it? A backslide pin. This was new to me. So Okada obviously was pissed off. He gave him a rainmaker, and then he flipped off Claudio and Pac and just left because he was just angry. So this left Brian Danielson alone in the ring with BCC. And then Moxley went on a mic and he said, "This isn't about you. This isn't about me. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing." So who's in Moxley's ear?
Everybody thinks it's Shane, and I mean, like it just doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't it? Just doesn't make any sense to me for it to be Shane McMahon. I mean, okay, let me rephrase. It does and it doesn't. From a kayfabe standpoint, I'm like, do these people not remember why Mox left the WWE? Because he could not stand Vince, like the McMahon. Now, granted, Shane is not his dad, but they're not going to talk about Vince on this show. Like if Shane shows up, they'll say it's Shane McMahon, blah blah blah, but they will not be mentioning Vince. I think people should realize that. They're just not going to talk about Vince at all. They'd be stupid to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like hear me out. Do you want to continue talking? Do you still have something else to say? Oh, okay. I couldn't hear you anyway. Do you have problems with your mic again? I cannot hear you.
I hit the plug here, so it like unplugged on my.
Okay. So you do you get those audio things fixed, and I'll continue. Okay, I've been pretty vocal on this show about my thoughts on Shane McMahon. And last week when we talked about the Vince McMahon documentary, I said that Shane McMahon looked Shane McMahon when got out of this entire documentary looking really good. And the entire world has a lot of sympathy for Shane McMahon right now. And this is the best time to, if they're gonna debut Shane McMahon in AEW, this is the correct time because the entire world has sympathy for him right now. Even after this documentary, I went, poor Shane O'Mac. Seriously. And like, this is me saying that. This is me who's
I need to answer this so I don't forget it here.
Okay.
Super chat. Thank you, Jay Miller, for sending us. Jay Miller 3389 sent us a super chat. It's not a good excuse, but it seems like Bad Blood specifically only has 5 matches and the earlier start time. They don't want to counter program UFC. That is correct, and I should have mentioned that earlier. That's why it's earlier this year, because they don't want.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they have this entire teaming up with UFC. Like that's absolutely
yeah.
No.
Thank you for the
it's
super
not necessarily.
chat.
Thank you for the super chat, sweetie. We are at almost at the end of our show, so if you still have your thoughts or comments that you want to get shared, please don't hesitate to send the super chats. Yeah. So this, like, that's what I'm saying. It's if they gotta do it, they better do it now. But I'm gonna have to ask for a reason why he's doing that. Other than that, I honestly, man, I have no idea. I won't be mad if it's not Shane McMahon. I just want this out there. I still do not want Shane McMahon to be a part of AEW, but I'm feeling more sympathetic towards Shane after that documentary because, like, I think that it was actually my fault that I couldn't get past the on-screen persona that he had in WWE, and I couldn't get past that, and I couldn't
Yeah.
see the actual human being that is there, and that is totally on me. Um,
Well,
so
you
probably.
okay? If it's not Shane McMahon, how do you
I
feel
have no
about it being
idea who.
Double J Jeff Jarrett?
Hey, did someone say Jeff Jarrett? That's JEFF JARRET. It's my world.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mandalorian.
so
You'll be getting a message here soon. By the way, I know
okay,
it's
so
not here.
first of all, let me just get the niceties out the way. Amazing work from Andrew Zarian and Sean Rossack when they reported the AEW WBD deal. They worked their asses off. Andrew Zarian is a huge part of our team and is incredibly professional. But I hope you never eat Bulgarian cheese again. I I hope you never get to do that because I know it's something that you enjoy a lot, and I hope you never get to do that.
Maggie, do you
My
know how we
my
like to watch? Oh, sorry. Oh, go
my
ahead. My
death
bad.
list continues. Okay, yeah,
It's
you're
great.
saying
You know how we like chaos. We like just just we like just seeing things like crash and burn.
no.
Okay. Well, could you imagine Clown just put this in my like idea box. Look at this one. How pissed would we be?
No! Oh my god! I hope it's Shane McMahon. I hope it's Shane McMahon.
If it is Dan Lambert, oh my god, that would be amazing just to see the reaction
I will
online.
melt. I will melt.
I don't
Yes.
think it is, but my god,
No,
have
no,
I
no, no.
like that is the one person
Oh,
I want it to be just to see things hit the fan.
okay.
That's exactly what I want.
Just please
Will
don't.
it
No.
will it happen? No, I don't think so. But my god, you made my day with that one.
Yes, 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 you did. Um, kudos to that. You're the MVP of the show. Do you know who's the other MVP? MVP himself, because we forgot to talk about
Yeah.
MVP last week.
Yeah, and
Um,
Maria says, "How about MVP and Moxley here?"
no, I don't see that happening because okay, so MVP debuted last week,
Mhm.
got into Prince Nana's face, and this week he gave Mercedes Monet his business card, and I'm like, yes, please, let's do that. And then in a different segment, he presents Shelton Benjamin, and that crowd went insane. I'm so happy about that. So, um, hopefully, this leads to something, you know? Um, Darby Allin put out an open challenge for Wrestle Dream. Do you think that this is Bobby Lashley?
I do think it's Bobby Lashley.
Okay. Okay. This is a wonderful way to introduce Bobby Lashley. Having in mind how incredibly huge and athletic Bobby Lashley is, Darby Allin would bump the fuck out for Bobby Lashley.
You
It's
know what's
gonna
gonna
look so
happen?
good. No,
I,
please, no.
no.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, what I see happening is okay. So Tacoma to Seattle is,
Okay.
according to Google, it's a 45-minute drive. It's 33 miles,
Okay.
but I'm assuming they're putting traffic in there. What I think will happen is if Bobby Lashley does wrestle Darby Allin, we will see Darby Allin get thrown from Tacoma to Seattle, and he will hit the Space Needle, and
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Uh But I think that Maria said that, and yeah, Maria said Ricky Starks answers Darby Allin's um open challenge. I'll be so extremely happy if that happens, and I will be even more happy if Ricky Starks joins the Hurt Business now. Uh,
Hurt
what's the
Syndicate.
name now? Hurt
Hurt Syndicate.
Syndicate. Thank you. They're trying so hard not to say Hurt Business. By the way, they're trying
Oh, I
so
know.
hard not to say that.
You,
Um, I'll be happy if Ricky Starks is actually the one because not unlike Carmelo Hayes, Ricky Starks is one of my favorites when it comes to that generation of future wrestlers. Just give me this. It's so good. Amazing in the ring. It's so awful that I was so sure that Ricky Starks was going to be the one to dethrone MJF back in the day because they have nothing for him now, and I'm kind of sad about it.
yeah, I get that. You know, so what I was gonna say about MVP is when I went to a house show last year, like WWE house show, the person that got the most heat out of everybody was MVP, and he was the manager for Omos. Like, and he got more heat than Omos. He got more heat than the Bloodline. It was absolutely crazy. So
MVP gets it.
yeah, he definitely does. And I will always say, and I'm not the only one that will say this. I think there's thousands of other people that will agree with me, hundreds of thousands. I think WWE fumbling the ball on the Hurt Business is going to be one of their biggest mistakes. I really do. They basically threw money away. There was money in this. They literally did. They threw money away. I'm not kidding.
No, I agree with you. Just pile driver finishers, chat. The Hertz Donut
Yeah.
should be their name.
Yeah, that's Hurts. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So that's yeah.
I'm excited to see where this goes. Wrestle Dream is forming out to be a wonderful, wonderful pay-per-view, but it's Washington State, so yeah.
And then you could have Dale Cooper investigate it.
Sure. I mean, Kyle McLaughlin is so busy. Yeah, I cannot say that. He's being so
Kyle
busy
McLaughlin.
being so ridiculous on Instagram. That's probably one of the most ridiculous people that I know on the internet. He's so odd, man. Like it's goofy as goofy can get, seriously. Yeah. Are you hyped for Bad Blood this week, or are you
Yeah.
more hyped of the fact that AJ Styles is returning tonight to SmackDown?
I think it's
Is he going to be
combination
a
of both.
heel or a face?
That I don't know. I think he needs to be a face.
He does.
I think
he does.
I think he does. I'm very curious to see what they do with him. I know, like, one thing I don't want it to be is I don't want him to go back into a feud with LA Knight. I don't want that.
Please.
They're already showing that LA Knight's going to be involved with Carmelo and Andrade. So I'm kind of like wondering who can it be, like, SmackDown wise, like who could be feuding with him, because he's going to need to be towards the top of the card. So I'm kind of hoping, in a way, it's like maybe another. I don't know. I shouldn't, because I don't think KO's turning. Man, a Kevin Owens AJ Styles feud would just be money.
Kevin Owens and AJ Styles absolutely will be money, but one of them has to be the heel.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I'm ready for that. Have we seen Sheamus versus AJ Styles at all? I know that Sheamus is on Raw. I know that Sheamus is on Raw. I'm just
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm gonna
absolutely
look.
asking. Yeah.
I-
Yes, but I don't know what they have for AJ Styles, but we are gonna find out tonight because he's returning tonight, and I can't wait. Hopefully, with his all theme music. Okay, just give me back. Give me back. I don't like. I want. It's not that I don't want none, but I don't want none of that new music that he had. Just give me the old music, please. Thank you.
They've had. It looks like they've only had two singles matches, but
Okay.
they've had in total 30 matches together, like either tag team matches or like
Okay.
gauntlet matches or
And
Royal
like
Rumbles.
Survivor Series and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
according to Cage Match, they've only had two singles matches. One was or two of them were at Raw. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, could you imagine? I'm looking at this dark match that they had in Evansville, Indiana from July of 2018. Tell me this match doesn't sound like it kicked ass. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, and Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke and The Bar.
Yeah.
God, that'd be fun.
Man, The Bar. Do you
I love The Bar.
remember Cesaro and Nakamura were SmackDown Tag Team Champions?
I do.
That was a
Crazy.
great team, by the way. Just really, really awesome team. Yeah, but I cannot wait for tonight to see. Actually, tomorrow morning when I get to watch SmackDown live before work, it's gonna be really amazing. AJ, yay!
I know Maggie would kind of be. I think Maggie would like this because she can get her Kenny Omega AJ Styles match. I don't think this is happening. I
don't see it in the cards. I stopped putting it out into the universe because I don't want to be that person. And if both parties are up for it, I'm not gonna say no to that. But I just at some point because everyone wanted that match between Undertaker and Sting, right? And it wasn't what it just wasn't. It really wasn't. And everyone wanted that match between Goldberg and Undertaker.
Yeah, we all wanted that.
And it just was not okay. It wasn't. And I don't want us to get AJ Styles versus Kenny Omega at a point where because they're not. I don't know if physiotherapy and medicine and fitness and gym and etiquette and everything is so good that Omega and AJ Styles both at their age become better in the ring. I don't know if that's even possible because both AJ Styles and Kenny Omega have reached their peak. At this point, they're just going steady and being one of the best out there. People like to pretend that AJ Styles is washed up. Those people do not have any idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And I still think that they're awesome enough to put on probably one of the best matches in the world right now. But we're living in the era of Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, that new level of performers. And I'm not saying that they're better. Every generation has their own amazing wrestler, the Bret Harts and the Stone Cold Steve Austins, and then the John Cenas and the CM Punks, the Becky Lynches, and and the Thunder Rosas. I'm sorry if you don't like Thunder Rosa, but she's absolutely amazing. And right now, our Roxanne Perez's. And every generation has their own, and I feel like this last generation of AJ Styles and Kenny Omega, those are the ones for that. They're the ones. And as much as I don't want them to pass the torch, at some point they just fucking have to. And just for me right now, it looks like Will Ospreay is proudly carrying that torch for both of them.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head there.
Yeah.
Well, Maggie, we already went over our hour. So just quickly, what did you think of NXT's debut on CW?
Man, I do have some points about that. Okay, so Cora Jade returned, and this was actually logical because I wished for Julia to beat Roxanne, but like they would never do that. Like, as much as they love and have faith in Julia, they would never let the outsider win. It was like the first time Ethan Page fought for the NXT championship. Like we all knew
Yeah, they
that he
don't.
was gonna get that title at some point, but never at the beginning. So Cora Jade feuding with Julia for a bit and then going back, sure, I get that. Um, so Bianca and Jade being a part of the first ever NXT on CW also made sense. So the match between Trick Williams and Ethan Page was in no way about them. It was about CM Punk. Like
Yeah.
I hate special guest referees so much because it tells you right there that it's about the referee and not the wrestlers. I'm also exaggerating a bit. The match was fine. It was fine. But they explicitly had to have certain spots that were made for CM Punk. And I just want the wrestlers to wrestle and having in mind this is Ethan Page, who's pretty much a ring general, and Trick Williams, who's the future of WWE of NXT right now, and WWE on the main roster at some point when he gets called up and has some years of experience. They could have they could have let them shine. I think that they would have put on a slapper, but CM Punk had to be involved. It was a Chicago crowd. I understand that. It is what it is. Trick Williams is your new NXT champion. CM Punk did give Ethan Page a GTS. Drew McIntyre did not get involved in this, and I was almost sure that he would. But the thing I like is that they have brand new sets of championship belts, and we said goodbye to the weird ass rainbow thingy shiny on the.
Yeah.
It was a weird ass belt.
Yeah.
They are pretty simple and clean, and that's what I like. Like minimalism is my thing. Like we're all millennials and love minimalism because like we grew up in houses that had a lot of stuff in them. Yeah, so yeah, it wasn't as bad as people said that it was, but
I thought it was
watching
good.
NXT, yeah, it was a good show. But like watching NXT right after Raw, and that having in mind that, like I said, Raw had 0 clean finishes, and that bar is low when it comes to and Raw has been a pretty good show recently, so this is a weird one. But
And it goes to 2 hours starting this Monday. I believe it's this Monday, October 8th, I think, right? So,
can wait.
yeah.
Let's
That'll be
go.
interesting.
Let's go. What did
So
you
before
think of
we-
NXT? It was good, right?
Oh, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good show. I mean, your points hit pretty much everything. I had a feeling that Trick was going to win the title from the get-go. So that worked out. I thought it was all good. So I thought it was a good show. We'll see where it goes from there. But before I have you plug your stuff, Maggie, I got some jokes. You want them?
Of course.
All right. This one I might have said before, but I don't remember. So, did you hear about the restaurant on the moon?
That had pretty good atmosphere.
Great food, no atmosphere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That one I might have. So the next one. So Helen Keller walks into a bar, then
Oh,
a
no.
table, then a chair.
No.
Hell yes.
Oh,
Ugh.
damn it, no.
Yeah. What kind of shoes do ghosts wear?
Boots.
Yeah, damn it. Okay.
Did I get it
Okay.
right? Oh my
Yeah, you
god, I
did.
didn't know
You
that
did.
one. Yes.
So the 7 dwarfs are all in the bath,
Oh,
feeling happy. So Happy got out.
so happy get out. Yeah.
And the last one. This is the dirty one. Maggie,
Oh, sure.
what's
Yeah.
the difference between hungry and horny?
What?
Depends where you stick the cucumber. I'll plug myself first.
Guys, you can
Guys-
follow me on.
Go ahead.
Guys, you can follow me on Twix or Twitter or whatever. I don't give a fuck anymore. At Maggie_IK and on Instagram at Maggie.IK. Jesus fucking Christ, Robert. Plug your shit without the cucumber and then just Jesus.
I'm not going to put that cucumber for there. So,
Okay.
yeah. Sounds like a real pain in the ass. Anyways,
Okay.
follow me at Rob Wilkins on X or Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at Fightful Rob, along with threads at Fightful Rob. And then Coexisting every Friday right here, 3 o'clock Eastern. I want to say thank you for tuning in. We hope you guys enjoy WWE
Styles.
Bad, and AJ Styles tonight. Damn it, Maggie. WWE Bad Blood tomorrow night. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy SmackDown, Collision, whatever you watch. But we want to say thank you for tuning in. Do us a big favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And if you have time, please just leave a comment. Even if it's just like a period or an exclamation point. Just leave that comment. It helps us out a
Periods
ton.
suck, Rob.
Well, okay. Don't leave a period. Because, yeah. I got nothing
Listen.
again. Guys, we will see you next week. Peace out. Bye-bye.